Hey everyone, so we're going to jump back into the corporate romance chapter 9 and beyond. So if we look at the scene beats and the kind of outline of where we're going, we're just getting done with the kiss in chapter 6, and then they each had their own separate chapter of their family going, no, you don't get to actually have a relationship with this person. And then we're going to jump into the scene, which will probably not happen on YouTube, but this is the scene where they get together and they passionately embrace. I'll have a less explicit version on YouTube, and then I'll do the actual one that's going to go in the book on Patreon. But let's look at what's actually happening in the coming chapters, because some of it needs to be reworked. Also, if you watched the last video, I'm so sorry that, my mouth was just not cooperating. I had a tooth pulled. I was in so much pain. So things are better. And the AI decided to name Liam's little brother Nolan, but Samantha's little brother is named Nate. That's not going to work. I'm okay with Ethan and Elizabeth being in the same book because one's a best friend, one's a mom. But not Nate and Nolan both being little brothers. It's just going to be too confusing. So Nolan became Jasper. So in chapter 10, the AI has Jasper confronting Liam. But if we look back, then it's actually Jasper. Then Jasper already confronted him in chapter 8. So we're not going to do confrontation. That's not happening. So we need to change this up. We can maybe do another, maybe Jasper says that, hey, I know you said that you're stopping, but I've had people watching you, and clearly you're not stopping. But then, Liam can definitely threaten his little brother. But then we have Samantha being threatened by William. Again, she just did this 2 chapters ago. She's not going to be caught off guard because she just had sex with Liam. She knows that she's in dangerous territory. Okay, and then they're going to meet in secret again. I don't love secret dating. If it's the main couple secret dating, that's absolutely fine. But as far as secret dating to cover up what's actually happening, unless the other person's getting something out of it and absolutely does not care, like if, say it's 2 people who, say it's a lesbian couple, and their families are very much against them being together, and then they have secret relationships. Well, they have a secret relationship, and then they are fake married to other people, and the other people are completely on board because they have their own lives or whatever. That's okay. But secret dating gets really tricky, and it can look like cheating to some people, and it can also look like using the other person to a lot of readers. So I'm very, very hesitant to do secret dating if it's not the main couple. And it has to be dealt with very carefully. So I'm okay with completely getting rid of the secret dating. And also the quick cutscenes, that's really choppy in a novel. So I'll probably cut most of this and just kind of rework it. Again, they're meeting in secret. And then we're having sex. We don't need to be doing that right now. Again, they're meeting in secret. So a lot of this needs to be reworked. More cutscenes. And that's okay. The AI gave us kind of a base, but it's not going to be exactly what we're following. What I want is now that they kind of know that they're attracted to each other, they've had this kiss, let's see what we can do from there. We may even need to back up just a little bit, which is absolutely fine. One of the things that's really nice when you have the AI write the prose is that I'm not attached to any of the words that it's created. You know, haiku is not a big cost. It's less than a penny. And also, it's not like I struggled for weeks and weeks over one chapter trying to make sure that it was perfect. So, I'm okay cutting. I'm okay redoing things. Actually, what we can do is just make a copy of the novel as it is, so that if we do want to go back and be like, okay, cool, this is fine. But what we can easily do is file, make a copy. Corporate romance, revised. And this is what I do anyway. Once I start revising, I make multiple copies, and it'll be revision 1, revision 2, revision 3 until it gets to the final. That way, if there is something where I'm like, hang on, I shouldn't have changed this one major thing that I just changed, I can go back and fix it. So then I'm also going to do make a copy. Corporate romance scene beats revised. Make a copy. So maybe I'm going to take that out. Let's see, chapter 6 is where they had their first kiss. So what if instead of kissing in instead of having this confrontation in chapter 7, let's do, I want them to have something else that's not kiss, family, sex. So I want them to do something where it's not just about them, it's not just about work. So let's have them do something that maybe they have lives outside of, work and their family. Maybe they actually do something fun. Maybe they run into each other doing something fun. Maybe they run into each other at the Oak Room, like they did a few chapters ago. So let's do that instead. And I'm just going to maybe move this one. I'm going to put chapter 7. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to delete it because I want chapter 7 a little further down. Let's see here. I want this to be after they have sex. So let's do chapter 10 there. And I'm going to take what was chapter 8. So this will just be a quick video of, kind of talking through the changes that will be happening. Chapter 8 is now going to be chapter 11. There we go. And then also I do have it in Novel Crafter just to try to keep track of it. So, and also because Novel Crafter will tell me kind of the word count so that I can see if any of them are really short, like chapter 6 where they kiss is a lot shorter than chapter 1. So I am going to move chapter 7 down here. No, chapter 7 became chapter 10. And then chapter 8 became chapter 11. And then what's really cool about that, you saw how kind of clunky it was to do it in docs. If we go here and we go to chapter 7 is now empty. Chapter 8 is now empty. Chapter 10 is now chapter 7, where Samantha had her confrontation with her dad, and that's a very short chapter. Chapter 11 is now where Liam had his confrontation with his mom. Again, a pretty short chapter. We both need to have these expanded. But I'm going to show you all the cool tricks in Novel Crafter in another video. But let's go back to, so we are in chapter 7. We need to have this changed up. I'm going to move this, get rid of that. Let's see here. This is chapter. No. Actually, get rid of that because this is the original. This is not the new one. It's the revised. Yep. Yeah. Alright. So, let's see here. Chapter 8. Chapter 7 is now chapter 10. So let's move you down. Chapter 10. I'm going to put this in bold just so I know that we got rid of it. Or that at least it's moving. And then chapter 8 is here. Which is now chapter 11. Alright. There we go. Oh, no. Don't bold that, bold this. They're basically mirror chapters. So, they just had this kiss. They're both shocked about it. They're no longer getting confronted by their family. So, let's go back to chapter 7. No, not 17. Chapter 7. There we go. So let's go back to chapter 7. I mean, after you have a kiss with your enemy, what are you going to do? You're going to talk to your best friend. You're going to talk to whoever you trust. And so for those, let's see what the AI says. This is still Haiku. Hey. treat the AI like a writing partner or your best friend. Talk to them just like that. And a new chapter 8. So let's see what Haiku said. And this makes sense. Both of them make perfect sense. See, my feeling is 2 chapters because you want the emotional draw of both. Exactly. And it's good to get kind of feedback about where you're going and what's going on. And that's something that I love about the AI. You can just use it for brainstorming. You can use it for, hey, I just need an idea, and then you're going to run with that idea. Or you can do like what I'm doing with the AI right now, where I'm having it write all the prose. So this was kind of a brainstorming video so that you can see how you can kind of rework things if you realize that, hey, the original AI outline is not going to work for what you need. So the next video will be actually writing the revision of chapter 8 and chapter 7, and then we'll go through and see if it's time for them to have that first sex scene. It'll be kind of in the middle of the book because the book's about 18, 19 chapters. Or if we want to have them kind of have one more kind of big blow up at work. Or if they, meet and maybe they see each other at the Oak Room again. So far we've had work, we've had one Oak Room, we've had a few things with the family, we've had more work, we've had the kiss, and then we're going to do some stuff with the families. And so maybe we need an Oak Room chapter. I want them coming together to feel really organic and not kind of the plot line, if that makes sense. So we'll see what happens. We'll brainstorm with the AI and then we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching.